my journey through the court system. So where we left off in part 8, we were in April of 2021 when Matt had just opened his brand new remodeling construction company, Whole House Remodeling. He tried to give me an ultimatum and told me that if I wouldn't take him back, that he was going to take me back to court, take Angelina away from me, and make it so I would have to pay him child support. He kept trying to bribe me with gifts and money and begging me to be with him every single day. I told him that I had no interest in being in a relationship with him and that all I wanted to do was co-parent our daughter Angelina. Matt refused to accept that. He refused to agree to a consistent schedule to see her, and I was with Angelina 99% of the time, taking care of her all by myself. Finally, I begged him to sit down with me and draft an agreement that we could both agree on so that we could avoid having to go back to court. And he told me that he would agree to it only if I promised that I would reconsider being back with him if he signed it. I never told him that I would definitely be back with him if he signed it. I only told him that I would think about it. So he ended up agreeing, and we submitted the following form to the court asking that they approve our agreement without us having to come back to court. This is the form that you can see here that we submitted and that we both signed, saying that we're asking that the court accept our final order. And for all of the 4 motions that we had pending, we asked that they accept our agreement to resolve all of those without us having to go back to court. So this is a copy of our agreement from June of 2021 that we both signed and submitted. And we signed this by mutual agreement of the parties without a court appearance, and the court approved it as a final modification of our original order from 2019. So this was signed by both of us on June 16th, 2021. In our agreement, we stated that we would have the right of first refusal if either parent is unable to parent the child for a period of an excess of 3 consecutive hours during their parenting time. The parent will first ask the other parent if they can parent the child before allowing anyone else to watch the child, with the exception of the child's maternal and paternal grandparents. When the child's with her father, mother shall have 1 phone call or video call each night to say goodnight, and father will ensure that the call is answered or immediately returned. Mother shall ensure the same thing for the father. In case of an emergency, the parents shall immediately and directly contact via telephone or text. Both parents are responsible for taking her to all of her religious, educational, sporting, extracurricular, social activities, including but not limited to Sunday school, dance, swimming, birthday parties in which she's involved that occur during their parenting time. The father will drop off the child to the mother's house at 10 a.m. on Mother's Day. On Thanksgiving, father shall pick up the child from the mother, and on Thanksgiving at 2 o'clock, he should pick her up and keep her overnight. Halloween and 4th of July, even years, child will be with the mother. Even years, she'll be with the father. On odd years, she'll be with the mother. Birthday and name day will be shared equally. The day can be split in half, or alternatively, a joint celebration together. Mom shall make all religious decisions for the child. All educational decisions must be made by the parents together. All medical decisions must be made together. And starting on July 1st, 2021, the father will pick her up every Friday at 5:30 from mom. Picking up at the location will be at the gas station, and will drop off on Monday morning. We also talk about Christmas. Odd years will be with the father on Christmas Eve and sleep over. Father will drop off mother's house at 2 on Christmas Day. Even years, she'll stay with mother Christmas Eve and sleep over, drop off at father's at 2 on Christmas Day. The exchange will occur at 6 if needed. Greek Orthodox Easter with mother, Catholic Easter with father, Greek Palm Sunday with mother, if Catholic's on the same day, then it'll be split evenly. On days where it's split evenly, the person whose day is it regularly gets to choose if they want morning or night. And then from the order of 2019, both parents will have joint legal custody, primary residency with mother. Father will pay $120 a week in child support, 50% of unreimbursed medical and childcare. So this agreement was very detailed, very thorough, went through every holiday, every possible situation. Both of us agreed to it, and this is what a agreement should actually look like. And in conversations that were had in person, on phone calls, and emails and texts, Matthew said that he would only sign this on the condition that I would think about being back with him. And he said if I chose not to continue to sleep with him, then he promised me that he would take me back to court, stop paying child support, and take Angelina away from me. He said that he would guarantee that he would get sole custody and that I would have to pay him child support. And he gave me this ultimatum, and he swore up and down that he would make this happen no matter what. So the court approved our agreement. It was made an official order of the court in the case, and the court stated that they thought the agreement was fair and equitable. You can see here, the court says that the court approves the parties' agreement dated June 16th, 2021. The court finds the agreement is fair and equitable and in the best interest of the minor child. So that went into effect in June of 2021. By the end of 2021, he had completely stopped paying child support entirely, and we were scheduled to go back to court again in March of 2022 for contempt of court on the child support that he had been refusing to pay. So this contempt hearing was scheduled to be in March 2022 in front of the magistrate court. And when that hearing took place, it was March 9th, 2022. I was actually 10 minutes late to court because this was in New Haven, which is a city downtown with nowhere to park. And I couldn't find a parking spot. So by the time I did, I was 10 minutes late. And when I tried to go in to talk to the judge, she said that she already gave us a continuance and that the case was continued from March 9th, 2022, all the way to June 1st, 2022. And she said that it wouldn't be heard that day, and he already left. So follow for part 10, and I will play the full hearing from March 9th, 2022, from when he showed up in the beginning and then what happened when I got there. And I'll continue with everything that happened after that.